The headline new feature within SpectraMagic NX2 is the QC template system. It's not uncommon when a target colour or colour standard is communicated, specified or shared with suppliers that only the spectral data or the L star, A star, B star values are shared, but often not even that much. Many errors arise when different instruments, measurement apertures or settings are used to measure samples against that target. QC templates solve this problem by including measurement conditions alongside the colour data within a single file. The benefit of this is that the project owner can have even greater control over colour and prevent many common causes of disagreement. The wizard opens on this screen that comprises the majority of the options you will lock in the template file. Starting on the left, the wizard allows you to set up the user-defined information fields for this project. There's another video in this series that demonstrates this function in more depth, but essentially this feature allows the operator to preset drop-down boxes or text fields with additional data related to either the target or sample that don't necessarily need to be colour data related. For example, which site produced the sample or when a standard is due for review. These items are very easily added to the QC template or to a database held within SpectraMagic NX2 and can prove a huge time saver while improving the quality of reports. The next significant feature is the ability to add custom illuminants. The illuminant conditions, that is to say the lighting when an observer sees a product, is a significant factor in the way the colour is perceived. So by adding custom illuminants to the template, the digital colour data can include this context. The process for adding user illuminants is covered in its own video in this feed, so for more information, check that video which is linked in the description. Custom user equations can also be added within the template wizard, either to add organisational, national, or industry-specific indices or calculations to the template. As you can see, these can either be added from a file or manually constructed. This is a more advanced feature, and if you need help, you should get in touch with your local representative. QC measurement conditions allows you to lock the template to certain instruments and measurement modes, preventing, for example, the supplier from using an instrument with different measurement geometry or a different size aperture. The options presented differ per instrument, even allowing you to specify the saving of camera viewfinder data within the instrument where applicable. Once you've addressed these four fields, click OK to move on to the target registration. When measuring in the target or standard to the template, the measurement conditions can be specified. In general terms, you'll be using the same settings as you used within the QC measurement options screen. Once you've set up measurement conditions and named the target, the next section allows for configuration of measurement tolerances for the target, here against L star, A star, B star and on the delta E, and then a warning level which will warn when the sample gets too close to the tolerance. Next, it's possible to add data tags. These will allow the user to generate any number of tags simply by typing and pressing enter between each tag. This feature will then help organisations to sort and organise data, even when seemingly unrelated. Tags are connected through the data file, so even if the file contains 100 target colours and 1,000 samples, tags can still be used for organising and tracking otherwise unrelated measurements. Within this screen, the user can also fill out a free text comment field or link a photograph of a standard or product in order to help visually identify the standard. It's also at this point you're able to add user-defined information against the target. Remember that user-defined information can be set against targets and samples. in this case these fields, to the target. You can apply user information independently to all targets stored within the template if needed, but here I'm going to select from the fields that I created earlier in the process. If any user data fields are missed during this stage, it's of course possible to amend the list later. Once the target is added, the final part of the QC template creation is to select a data display and data reporting layout for the file. It's possible to select from a number of pre-generated templates or any that have been previously created by the user. For more information on creating a user template, see the video linked in the description. Here then is a single target or standard QC template file at the end of the wizard. If you want to add more target colors to the file, click Data and then Create Target from the File menu, which will open the target wizard that was used during the QC template wizard. Until this point, we've only set user-defined information fields against the target. User-defined information fields and tags can also be added to improve the value and reporting possibilities of measured samples. So, to return to user-defined information at a sample level, first select QC Settings from the top menu and then Default Data Settings. The window that opens is used to configure which user data is added, how samples are named, and, for targets or standards, tolerance settings. User-defined information is added in the same way it was during the wizard, but these fields don't need to be the same as those used for the target. Watch the video specific to user data fields to see how to add them to the display and then into the reporting template. I'm happy now with how this template is set up, so I can save this template file ready for distribution. Note that any samples measured during the creation of the template will not be saved within the file. A QC template saves only the settings and standards. If I reopen SpectraMagic NX2, I can select Create Document from QC Template option. You can see that I can open this template that I've just created in a blank state, ready for use at a supplier or production site. Although creating QC templates requires the professional license of SpectraMagic NX2, the standard license is able to use a QC template file for measuring and saving data. For more information on using SpectraMagic NX2, check out the other videos in this feed, subscribe to this YouTube channel, or if you have a specific inquiry or need more help, contact your local Konica Minolta Sensing representative.
Konica Minolta.